I'm Jennifer Bloor, I'm the Chair of Action to Share. This is a charity that's been going 15 years. I've been the Chair for the last 4 years. My son, Findacure, he is 23 and he has Duchenne muscular dystrophy. He had a late diagnosis at 9, out of the blue, completely, what is this disease, how do you even spell it? And then, okay, well, what's next? Well, no hope, no cure, dead by your 20. So, get off the floor from that. So, the only way I could get off the floor is knowledge and finding, what is out there, and there was absolutely nothing then. They were experimenting on mice. I saw more green slides than you can shake a stick at. But the point of the matter is, now, I can honestly say, hand on heart, it's a golden age of research. We have now 50 trials in the UK for Duchenne alone. We have 350 across the world. This is an international collaboration, because it is a rare disease. It's 1 in 3,600 boys get it. It's a genetic disease on the X factor. I won't sing, promise, I won't sing. And so, it's mostly boys. But you can get the rarest of rares. You can get a girl, and that's 1 in 50 million. Or you can be a carrier. I'm not, neither is Shelley. You can be a manifesting carrier. But what I'm trying to say is, you put all these rare diseases together, they're not rare. Because it's 1 in 10 people that have some kind of rare disease. And we function, because as I said, we've now got clinical trials. We've got gene therapy. We've got exon skipping. We've got utrophin upregulation. We've got all sorts going on. When there was no hope, no cure, we really have something going on. And you see, the thing is, the reason the big farmers are now suddenly interested, because where was the money to be made on this rare disease that these boys are going to die at 20? Where was the money to be made? But no, the money is to be made in that the clinical trials are applicable to so many different diseases. That's the thing. That's the thing. Gene therapy can fix a disease, a one-off fix. It sounds like science fiction, but it's not. Because, without going through the science, you can say there is actually a muscular dystrophy dog. It's a genetic anomaly that happens, and they've gone from the mice, they're now onto the dogs. It's working. It's absolutely fantastic. It is working. And the only way you can get this, to drive this forward, is raise a shed load of money, of course, research. Nothing comes cheap. But we have our international conference every year. And we have 600 delegates at the moment coming to this. And it's hands across the ocean, it's a hands across all, because we got the first drug in this country, Translana. America got the first one, Atepticera. Now, we go to Washington to help them, and they come to the UK to help us, because it's an international problem. Hand you over to Shelley.
My name is Shelley. I have 2 children, a 6-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. In contrast to Janet, my son does have Duchenne muscular dystrophy, the same condition, but my son was the other end of the spectrum. He was diagnosed when he was 11 months old. We have no family history. I don't carry the mutated gene, and neither does my daughter. Fraser, my son, has been quite a mystery to his clinicians, farmers, different families across the world. We can't find another Duchenne boy like my son. He's presented with it completely atypically. Usually boys with Duchenne are diagnosed around the age of 5. They can usually meet all of their milestones on time, and they are wheelchair, they deteriorate, and then they are in a wheelchair between the ages of 8 and their teens. My son has never been able to stand independently. He's never been able to walk, and for this reason, obviously, he's rare within rare, and we are actually as a family taking part in the 100,000 Genomes project to see if there is something else. My own personal interest in genetics is sort of, in full force now, and I am a patient representative of the 100,000 Genomes project with Genomics England, which is extremely interesting. I'm a keen advocate and fundraiser, and this isn't just about my son anymore. You know, science, yes, we've come a long way, you know, in 20 years, but our sons don't have 20 years. When you've got a muscle wasting condition, you haven't got that time. And you know, I'm very keen, you know, and trying to change this for a community. And I've been fundraising for research, and back in June, as I said, my son is in a full-time wheelchair, he's 4.5. I wanted to give him the feeling of a physical achievement. So back in June, I climbed Snowdon carrying my son all the way to the top on my back, and I raised £12,000 for research doing it. And obviously the memory and, you know, that has given us is, you know, it's just something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. That's really all from me. I just, you know, I really want to make a difference, and I don't think it matters what rare condition your child has. We are all in this together, and, you know, we need to come together and, you know, make our voices heard, you know, show people, you know, we do exist, and, you know, we are a lot larger community than what people think we are. So please feel free to come and talk to Janet.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to you and meet you. Thank you very much.